So we're here with the Place to Bury Strangers, getting set up for the interview. Hi, how's it going? Everyone introduce themselves.
I'm Oliver.
Andra.
And I'm John.
Okay, so how has touring been going for you, just with the new restrictions and everything with like COVID, and how are you guys feeling right now?
Surreal.
I can't smell anything. And, sorry. I don't know. I feel good. Hopefully everyone else is feeling good. And I think that it's pretty wild times. You don't really know what to think and what to do. And I mean, hopefully, people aren't putting themselves at risk to do something that they don't want to do. For they feel pressured or something. So hopefully, it's nice when people are taking precautions and wearing masks.
Just taking care of each other in a way. And I think at least the first couple of shows was definitely also the question, are we doing the right thing? Because we are like bringing all these people together in one room or whatever, it's like, is it already time to do this? But I think it's like, it feels good that everybody starts to get back into things that we all love.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Excellent. Excellent.
Be able to be out and touring again, despite all the restrictions and everything. Were you very eager to be back on the road, or was it a big challenge looming over you?
A little bit of both. I think.
I mean, we missed it like crazy to play live. I mean, that's one of the most awesome things ever to do. But when do you find the point where it's time to go back on stage?
Yeah,
and I think at least
some of the people that we worked with didn't want to participate, or a merchandise person or a sound person.
So then you start to realize where you're like, oh man, is this like not a good idea? Or like, we don't want to put anyone in any sort of dangerous situation. So
it's like finding that balance right now somehow. And I mean, I personally definitely appreciate venues where it's like, okay, everybody has to be vaccinated or wear masks or whatever, just like supporting that idea of like, let's
support each other.
Yeah. Yes.
Especially if anyone feels up to them.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, I'm wondering, you're coming out with a new album, See Through You. Can you give me some scoop on that and what's influence, focus, and just...
Oh man, I don't know.
Oliver did amazing with that album.
I don't know. It's during when there was the lockdown in New York, A Place to Bury Strangers, that current lineup was like falling apart, and so I was doing a lot of stuff where I was trying to even figure out what the heck was going to be next, if the band was even going to continue, and I was playing lots of drums. I'd been playing them for like a year or something, like every single day I was playing drums, and so that album was kind of me dealing with the bizarre ending of really good friendships, and kind of the sort of excitement in starting what was the hope for the future of this band, and working with these fine people. So it was like, I don't know. It was I mean, everyone was having this pandemic experience, so that was like really insane and really weird. And so that
it's like a rebirth.
Yeah, it was just another kind of thing. And so this was kind of like a rebirth of what was going on and figuring out what was going to happen. And I think there was like so many emotions going on with me personally at that time, and so much confusion and confliction that always like brings about the best songs. And so there was like a lot to write about, and so it was very easy to write a lot of songs, and some of the songs are nasty, and some of the songs are hopeful, and some of the songs are wishful, and all sorts of different things. But I think it came out really awesome, so I'm psyched for it.
Right on. I do have a question for Cassandra and John. Anything we should be looking for on the horizon for Ceremony, your band?
We are working on an album right now too, so
it's like
it's called See Through You too, right?
Yeah. I also see through you.
Yes. Exactly.
No, yeah, I'm like constantly mixing. It's pretty much done. I'm constantly mixing it and finding different. And I'm like, I'll play it for Sandra, and she's like, it's good. And then I'll mix it again. She's like, that's better. You know what I mean? So it's just like yeah. I mean, so it's really hard to like. And I've been spending so much time with work and to play Spirit Strangers that I've been like kind of like. I'm kind of nervous to put it out, so like, yeah.
That's okay, and a good time, when it feels right. Okay, I do remember I wanted another question for Oliver. So, there's a remix of Dove Armitage, Terrorize?
Yeah.
So what came to mind, like, what were you talking with Quincy about, like, or did you just hit her up, or what happened?
She just hit me up and said, would you be interested in doing a remix? And I was like, hell yeah, of course, So, yeah, because she sent me the music. I guess I didn't quite say hell yes right away.
Okay.
She sent me the music, and I listened to the music, and I was like, oh, this is sick, because I didn't know what her new record was going to sound like or whatever. And so she was like, is there any of the songs on there that you want to do? And I was like, Terrorize sounds sick, just on the first listen. I was like, that song sounds so cool. And yeah, I mean, her, vocal performance and everything was so awesome. So whenever I'll do remixes, usually I'll just like speed the song to some different speed and perform all the instruments on it. Use the person's vocal take, and so I think that's pretty much what I did.
I love the clash on it. It just works so well.
Yeah, it was so good. It was so fun. I mean, it was such a cool song, and that makes all the difference in the world.
Cool.
And then
I know in the past you've been really eager to collaborate. Is that still something, like, you got so much on your plate right now, are you still finding additional things that we have to look forward to? Are there any other people that you would love to work with that you haven't had the opportunity yet?
Tons of times, yeah. I mean, that's often the case.
Yeah.
There's lots and lots of people, and I would love to make it happen. I think it's like, sometimes it works out because of some serendipitous moment, but I think you really have to kind of like work on making those things happen. So I need to figure out some way to but now that people are kind of touring more and stuff, maybe as like people come into New York, we can kind of make that be a thing, to kind of happen. Or as we're traveling around, it's like, oh yeah, you really have to, make that happen. And so to reach out and be like, hey, we're going to be in town and we have a day off or something. But like on these tours that we have planned up, they're kind of like planned with like 30 days and 2 days off, so it's kind of like I don't know if we want to plan a collaboration on that one day off, but maybe, well,
you gotta sleep sometime.
You gotta sleep at some time, yeah.
We're excited that we just saw you'll be at Desert Days.
Oh yeah,
that was just recently announced, so hopefully we'll see you there.
Awesome, yeah.
Where else are you excited? What's coming up that you're really excited to play now that everything dropped in your lap at once, I would imagine?
Oh yeah, we're playing Synesthesia Festival in Berlin, which is going to be really cool, and we've played that before, and it's awesome, such a cool vibe and everything that's going on, and then even just on these tours coming up that we have, we're playing with a bunch of cool bands, so psyched, fun to travel around. I'm excited to be traveling with these guys to all this cool stuff, because we're going to neat places like that I love to go to, like Greece and Macedonia, neat stuff, which should be fun, Budapest and stuff like that. So, and Cleveland or something. No,
Yeah, the US tour will be like even more exciting for me because that's a lot of places I've not been to yet.
Oh, cool,
So,
awesome,
yeah.
Sick.
Okay, last thing for fun. Halloween. Anyone? Do you have anything picked out? Costumes or?
Yeah, all three of us are going to be Admiral Akbar.
Pretty cool. We got matching Admiral costumes, and
do you know who that is?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Do you know that?
In our apartment, my younger brother, who is not very young, has sent me a watercolor of that.
Oh, really?
Nice.
Cool.
Oh, cool.
You might know too well. And we won't take too much more time, but I did want to ask about Death Strange.
yeah.
So exciting, tons of work.
All of the above.
All of
yeah,
the
yeah,
above.
totally. But it's really cool to like, be working with a bunch of artists that I think are awesome. And pretty much everyone that we've asked to do stuff with, and it's like, yeah, hell yeah. So it's really cool to like, I don't know, just be able to kind of help facilitate some cool music that you really love to get out there. So.
And are there any releases that are already announced through the label, other than your own?
Yeah, we did this Jealous record that is from this really dope band from Berlin. We're doing this, another band from Berlin and New Zealand is this cool band Data Animal that we have coming out, and then this cool New York band Wa Together, which they're like a kind of sort of a super group from a bunch of different other kind of bands. We're doing this Lunacy record, this guy in Philadelphia who's like this incredible solo artist and this wicked like artist just period, like silk screener, video artist, and he does this really incredible show where he like wears a hood and pumps out way too much smoke and like plays like tape loops and stuff. It's sick, yeah.
Nice. Well, looking forward to it.
Cool, thanks so much.
Yeah, well, thanks so much for last night.
Of
and
course,
for
awesome.
having some time for
Thank
us.
you so much.
Hell yeah.
Thank
Hopefully
you
we'll
for
see
your
you
time.
at Desert Days.
Yeah,
I
hell
don't
yeah.
think I can make it to Berlin, but you know.
Oh yeah, now come on, man.
Lake Paris a little bit closer.
Yeah,
to
okay, cool.
Yeah.
Sweet, man, that'll be awesome.
It was really nice to meet you.
Yeah, see you there.
Nice
We'll
meeting
hang
you.
out.
Yeah, thanks so much for your
Thanks-
time.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Cool.